What is up, my friends? Welcome to another video. In this video, we are going to talk about the Basel III. I meant to talk about this earlier this week, but this report is recirculating, big news dropping for April 1st, and we're going to be talking about some indicators of global slowdown, okay? So the global economy really starting to slow down, and the Basel III, this committee is really, they're just trying to put the steps in play to help hedge against this economic crisis that everyone sees, okay? We've had economists now come out and say that they think there's a 60% chance of a recession in 2020. We have some people like myself thinking that things are going to really start to fall off. The wheels are going to start to fall off the bandwagon in Q2 of this year. This report was really interesting because I already did this, but let's just go ahead and do it. If you search out the word gold, here's what you get. You get their breakdown of exposures, and you can read through this. The download I'll provide underneath the video, but you can just Google search Basel III and you get this Basel III PDF. Other assets. The standard risk weight for all other assets will be 100% with the exception of exposures mentioned in paragraphs 96 and 97. A 0% risk weight will apply to cash owned in bank or in transit, or gold bullion held at the bank or at another bank on an allocated basis to the extent that gold bullion assets are backed by gold bullion liabilities. That is pretty crazy because, one, they've never given a 0% risk weight to gold before. There's a lot of talk recently of a gold-backed standard that's going to be rolled out. This whole process, this whole Basel III is going to be rolled out April 1st. So there's a lot of gold bugs talking about how this is going to be the start of a huge gold bull run because we're going to somehow go back to some gold-backed standard behind the fiat currency, which has clearly failed. I don't know. I think if you've already been in this space, you've already been accumulating gold, but if not, probably a good time to start if you have zero at all. And again, I have no idea about the rest of your position and the rest of your current circumstance, but yeah, I think it'd be a great one to start accumulating if you have the ability to. I don't think it's going to be so much of like a big bang as much as it's going to be like how everything else is. There's going to be these little things that start to happen and roll out, and not a lot of news coverage, not a lot of press coverage, which is why you watch channels like this, so that you can stay at the forefront of knowing when this stuff kind of breaks. But April 1st is the date that they're rolling this out, Q2. This is why my estimate was around Q2, is there's a lot of other things going on besides this that will be occurring. So that's like all that combined is kind of what I was basing this off of, but the things are looking worse and worse by the day. So for them to remove the risk on this and lower it to a zero risk basically says that we should, like, gold is the best, doesn't it? Like, shouldn't we just have a gold-backed standard? Kind of funny. But anyway, so that's that piece. Now let's talk about some other pieces here. We have more stores closing, and we have a growing list of companies from FedEx to BMW are warning about the world economy. Okay, this is just a recent out of many, okay, since January. Executives at FedEx, BMW, UBS, and others are describing bleak macroeconomic conditions, which they say are weighing on business. The head of UBS says it was one of the worst first quarter environments in recent history, while FedEx cites slowing international conditions and weaker global trade growth trends. Fitch Rating also aggressively cut its 2019 global forecast this week, but the firm's economics team stopped short of calling a global recession. Pretty interesting, right? So everybody is saying that profits are down, essentially. And that's what's leading to this. I know that they don't want to scare the public because they got to keep the spending machine going. They got to keep everybody in a consumer mindset, especially with all the quantitative easing that's also happening simultaneously. The spending has to continue, okay? Somebody has to keep buying. And if the buying stops, then we are in trouble. You saw recently I talked about one economist very seriously talking about helicopter drop of money. But here we go. We've got retail apocalypse is heating up in 2019. Here are the major stores currently on death watch. Okay, in a single 24-hour period, JCPenney and Victoria's Secret announced that they will be closing more than 300 stores combined. And that's just coming in the back end of a lot of things. We got Sears, JCPenney, Victoria's Secret, Payless, Gymboree, Gap, and Taylor. Okay, here's the second piece that just dropped today. Shopko, had no idea about this one, but they are closing down completely. 350 shops. They are looking to be gone by June. Okay, where are these located? Wisconsin, there it is. So they announced mid-January they're filing Chapter 11. Okay, so 250 will be closing, 120 will be staying open. So this is just another one. I'm sure there's more that I have not found yet or seen. We have retail stores rapidly falling apart, all-time record high debt numbers, and we have this talk of dual currency popping up, and we have other indicators like the Basel report and the changes they want to make there with how they're rating gold. But it also is pretty obvious to those who are paying attention that gold is always should be and should have been and should be now a part of your portfolio and part of your way to hedge risk that's going on around in the world. Okay, so that's it. Just a quick one today. So there's your news pieces. Get out there, take action, make a plan, and work that plan every single day for you and your family, my friends. If you like this video, this is what we do. Just give it a quick thumbs up. If you found us through a playlist, found us through a friend linking you, or just discovered us some other way and you like what we're doing here, well, this is what we talk about. Macroeconomy, we talk money, personal finance, entrepreneurship, all the greatest things that a man or woman could have. Just kidding. But go ahead and subscribe, hit the bell notification, and be on the lookout. More videos dropping soon, friends. Bye.